Our most hated enemy had finally beaten us. After a full century of a drawn-out conflict, they had finally taken our homeworld. We were utterly beaten. Barely 10% of our population remained alive, and in a state to actually repopulate. 40% were so physically or mentally damaged, they would never be able to make the next generation of our species. The remaining 50% were dead. Cold and dead on countless worlds, moons, and in the void of space, on countless destroyed ships. I have no idea how many of the enemy died, but it obviously wasn't enough that turned the war in our favour. Walking along under their careful guard with 10 others, I finally got a look at one of them. Hard to believe, I know, but in a century, I had never even seen one of them outside of propaganda materials. They were head and shoulders shorter than us, but with mass and bulk that put us to shame. A product of where they evolved, or so I understand. We were almost ethereal in comparison, being tall and thin reptiles. Their powered armour, or battlesuits, or whatever you want to call them, squeaked and hissed as they moved, the boots shaking the ground with every step. I almost felt a rhythm, a kind of syncopated beat. Thud, 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 hiss, thud, squeak, thud. It was soothing, in a way. The sound gave me something to focus on, other than my rapidly approaching demise. We neared a fairly large base of theirs, likely to be interrogated and then executed. I steeled my resolve, while a few of the others didn't. They started to blubber and beg. I held my silence by pure willpower, for fear I would break and join in. We were escorted to a landing area. One of our own ships was on the ground. The engines were primed, and it was ready to leave. Our escort dispersed. "What is this? Some kind of trick?" I shouted. One of them turned back a half step and said, "You are beaten. There is nothing to be gained by killing the few of you left. Take that and go home." His voice sounded odd through the suit's auditory amplifier system. "What is the meaning of this?" I shouted again. "It is not a trick, it is a mercy. Maybe in the future your kind will be wiser. Go home, find a mate, and teach your children of your mistakes. See to it they do not make the same ones you did." "Mercy! Spare us your pity and mercy! Mercy is for the weak!" I shrieked. "Which is exactly why we are showing it to you. You are beaten, and a hard-won peace is finally happening after 100 years. We are the stronger, you are the weaker. Mercy is indeed for the weak, because mercy is what the weak need.